Hey guys, welcome back. As promised, I have Tampa Bay for tomorrow, 12:27, and it's not a bad card. And when I say not a bad card, I don't mean it's loaded with elite horses or high level races, but it's pretty handicapable in the form of there's a lot of 6 furlong races tomorrow. There's not a whole lot of maiden races. There might be one. There's one maiden race, and I skipped that race for right now, but I might even tack it on tomorrow and play it. There's not a lot of races where I'm questioning the amount of races that the horses have run. Like there's not a lot of light runners, so I was able to breeze through the card pretty quick. I got it done in about probably an hour and a half to an hour 45 minutes. 8 of the 9 races. So in the last video, we already looked at Tampa Bay 1 and 2, and I told you I'm drawing my plays, and I have the selections grid here where my A, B, and C plays, and in some races I've reached down to a D. Now these C's and D's are for, as a reminder, don't forget to include these horses in, deeper in exotics like Last Leg of a Try or the super factors or so forth. But I mean, if I'm playing a horizontal, I'm not going to go 3 or 4 deep, or I'm not going to go 4 or 5 deep, I should say, unless I have 3 listed up here in the A's and maybe 2 here. That might be a leg where I might just throw 5 in there if they were unseparable. Okay, just so you know why I'm listing 5 horses out of a total of 9. My main plays are up here, mainly the A, and at some point to the B as well, especially if there's value. You'll see me put some win money on horses that are showing up in the B category if the A's are chalky and the public is on the A's. So let's just take a look real quick at the race 1. We saw it already, 2641, 7642, 6745. These are the 4 different assessments based on the 4 areas of the grid. Tampa 2, if you look over here across the board, we see the 2 and the 5. If I were to put a point system for 4 points for showing up in first, 3 points for showing up in second, 2 points for showing up in third, and 1 point for showing up in fourth, you would probably get something that looked like right here. The 2 and the 5, top point getters, the 1 and the 6, and then the 4. Okay, race number 3. 8-horse field. I tossed 3 of the 8 and came up with looking like it's going to be a race that's going to go to the 5 or the 8, with potentially the 4 being in there as well. And I have the 5-8 over the 2-4, and then I have the 6 as the C. Race number 4, if you look across the grid, the pace side of the grid likes the 8-3. And we have the 2 squeezing in here on the matrix factors. But we pretty much have an solid 8-2, 8-3-2, 8-3-1. And on the 4th race, I have the 3-8-1, and I actually moved the 2 down to the C column. Race number 5. 6-3-10-1 on the matrix side. The 6 does show up in the final overall rating with the pace progression factors, and he does show up on top when you average the 2 sides of the grid out. So the 6 is a top play for me there. And then the 7 and the 10 should be down in the B, yes. So 6, 10, 7, 10, 1, 3 in race 5. Now race 6, I have it spread out a little bit more. And you'll see the D column are for horses that show up at one time and only one time. And you'll see in this case, the 1 horse is showing up once. And the 5, no, the 1 horse is showing up once, and that's why I have the 1 down here in the D column to remind me to not forget to use him, especially if he's a price. But pretty much a consensus is saying the 5 horse here. And then we have the 3 as the second on the matrix factors and 3 on the top over TC rating. So I did put the 5 on top there. 3, 7, 6, 1. Race 7, 4, 5, 9, 6, 8. 4, 9, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 9, 4, 9. I skipped the 8th. And then the 9th, we have consensus agrees on the 9. And then we have the 8 and the 1 as a follow-up. And then the 3 and the 12. All right. So that's pretty much it. So if you want to copy them down, see how they do tomorrow, follow along. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks.